thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please? I guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth. I know you don't want to face it. You think it's too late, but I can see past the rain. Won't you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighter, and throw our problems in the flame. Throw our problems in the flame. We fell down to the bottom, so bottom up please. We're gonna get over this. I see the smoke in the mirrors. I'm holding the key, one step away from salvation. You're like the ocean, setting me free. Out in the open, I'm picking up speed. No bad thoughts penetrate. Hold me like this is the first time. Our destiny calls, not leaving this incomplete. Won't you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighter, and throw our problems in the flame. Throw our problems in the flame. And throw our problems in the flames. Ooh, throw our problems in the flames. I get a little bit breathless. My thoughts are too big.
Hi, everybody. Well, if you were on our members only channel, you know we were having some issues. So if the camera cuts out on us again, I'm going to apologize right now. Right now. But in the meantime, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. With me next door, and not very camera scared me. Okay, Paul's here because he's going on his second only cruise ever. 180 second cruise. So you're going to see a very big difference out there. Also, somebody was asking, I saw some ground rules going on. There's no real ground rules. Just be nice to everybody. Please, no political talk today. We know what's going on in the States this week on Tuesday. We'll just leave it at that and see roll the dice and see how things go. But other than that, if you have a question, please just type question and then leave us the question. We'll try our best to answer it. I'll let Paul try and answer every question tonight because he's a cruise noob for sure. How's everyone doing tonight? We are actually going on an MSC cruise ship this weekend coming up, and I've been on a few. Paul's never been on one. He's only ever been on Harmony of the Seas, right? Mm-hmm. So an Oasis class Royal Caribbean ship. So this will be different because we're in the yacht club this time. And I've never stayed in the yacht club. I have no idea what it's going to be like.
Has anybody even heard of the yacht club?
Well, I think that's kind of the point, that they're hoping people hear about the yacht club. I know a few people have been going on MSC lately, and they've been saying they've really stepped up their game. Oh, hi, Sue from Sydney, Australia. And Carolyn, Don, you're making sure your cabin has a sofa, Papa. I don't know. I think this has a sofa, and if not, there's the floor. So Paul will be very, very comfortable on this.
There's
on this
apparently
cruise.
a butler, so he can get us a sofa.
Yeah, or a cot or something. Yeah. How is Paul going to pack his couch? If he could pack his couch, he would. He absolutely would. I saw some videos on the yacht club, and they look like they really cater to the passengers above and beyond. That's what I'm hoping. That's what some of the words I've asked some of my fellow travel agents that I was sailing with. That I was in not Shanghai, Malaysia, and Singapore with last week, and two of them had been on, and they said they really enjoyed the yacht club, but none of them had been on the ship that we're on. We're on the Seascape. I was on the sister ship when it first launched, but the Seascape's the newest version, only 2 years old. So it should be bright, shiny, new. My favorite thing on MSC cruises is the Formula One racing. It's a racing simulator. It's a full-size car that you sit in and you try and beat the track, and they award a winner at the end of every cruise, whoever has the fastest time. So kind of looking forward to doing that as well. Plus they have that, I don't even know what it's called. It's like an amusement ride that you'd see in Vegas or something, or at an exhibition where you're sitting in it and it starts spinning you upside down and all like this, like a hand going all over like this. And all I pictures myself is it doing this and us launching into the ocean somewhere in the Caribbean. So if you hear that happening, it would be me on that device. I guarantee you. Hi, Susan, saying hi to Remy and Cam, Scoop by 932. We're to all kinds of drinks. But I think what were you drinking on the Harmony?
I had both.
You had both.
I asked for the girliest drink they had and the manliest drink they had.
Except beer. You know.
Well, I don't drink beer because beer is just normal. I wanted something fancy.
Okay. All right. In general, does MSC ship compare to a Princess ship? Well, MSC would be more along the lines, I believe, of like Norwegian and Royal Caribbean. Princess and Celebrity are kind of that premier cruise line. Now, MSC is building some beautiful ships, and their new World Europa and everything looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm thinking that we might be in for a really surprise. And when we get on board, I'm going to say, you know what? This might be comparable now to Princess or Celebrity, but they have to prove it to me. So we'll see when we get on there.
Okay, so I go on the Harmony of the Seas for my first cruise.
Yeah.
Now, I climbed a rock wall. I had a zip line. I did water slide, or it wasn't a water slide, but it was a tall slide.
Yeah.
Okay. They had that big garden, like Central Park.
Central Park.
Down the middle of the ship. Like, do other cruise lines have that? Like all those things?
Well, not quite like that. No, but they all, like Carnival will have a roller coaster on board that they don't have. MSC has that one that does this. They have the Formula One racing. They have a full arcade system on this ship.
Okay,
they have bowling alleys. So
they have some pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
different.
Princess is more like they don't have water slides and they don't have flow riders and stuff like that, surfing and all. They will have good entertainment, food, and it's about the destination. The other ones are more about, sometimes the ship is more about the destination. So MSC's might be in that middle of the pack, but with being in the yacht club, we might get the best of both worlds as well. And hi Don, we share the same birthday, 10/10, just a different year. Well, happy belated birthday, Ron. I also found out one of my friends on JJ Cruise's birthday is the exact same day as us as well. I think I missed a question. Paul, how many sets of locks are there to go through the Panama Canal? Let's see if he knows it.
Oh, well, obviously, 2.
No, there's more than that. There's more than that. I wouldn't even know that. I have never counted them going through, but there's more than 2. Just as a heads up, there's more than 2 going through the Ottawa locks. So I just saw a question. Am I thinking on going to Universal Epic? Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few months until they get all the bugs worked out for the park, but I will give Universal Epic a try. I'm kind of excited to have a new park to go to. After my last trip to Disney was a little disappointing because it wasn't the same as just 8 months before that, where this time everything seemed to be breaking down constantly, and the hotel wasn't even as nice, and I stayed in the exact same hotel.
They just had some bad weather there, so maybe it's kind of run down now.
No, this was before. I went earlier this year.
But you're going to go again, right?
Not right. No, Epic Studios opening next year.
Oh,
it's a new Universal park, so they're adding to it. So we'll see. Good to know, as I've always sailed with Princess a few times and loved it. I'm glad you like Princess. I love Princess, but it's kind of right up my alley. I am a game show guy, so I like participating in that yes/no game show. And by the way, I won on the Sun Princess again. So I've won 4 times out of 5. My last 5 tries, so I'm pretty happy with that. Don, would you recommend the Hopewell Rocks excursion for the Bay of Fundy? It takes all day. Yes, it does. That's a lot of time on the bus. And actually, when we did the Bay of Fundy, it was a little disappointing with our trip. If you're going to see the university on the way up there, they stopped for an hour, and it literally took us 5 minutes to walk it. We were done. So we don't know why we stayed an hour, but I'm thinking I would stay on shorter tours if you could. Yeah, that all-day bus ride was a killer. Hey, Tony, how's it going, buddy? Hey. I'm only allowed to do it when Tony's around. Looking forward to seeing you in December, buddy. And how's the Eurodam going? Tony's on Holland America right now, so he should be having a good time. I don't know if Jenny's with him yet, but she will be on the December cruise, so looking forward to that. Rodney, the Hopewell Rock is beautiful. Ooh. A nice ocean walk floor, lots of stair climbing. Yeah, that's what they warned. I was just in Malaysia, and we just flew like literally 33 hours to get there. And then we went on a tour, had about 6 hours sleep in the hotel, got up early the next day, had a 3.5-hour bus ride, and we got to these places called the Batu Caves. And they kept on warning us the whole time, you're going to have to climb some stairs. You're going to have to climb a lot of stairs. There's 276 stairs straight up like this. And we were exhausted, but we made it. We made it. So glad to see that. Question. I'm going on the Crown Princess, December, out of Sydney. Where'd it go? There it is. Can I take a small tin of Milo? What is it? Where'd it go? Milo with me, as well as 5 packets of Tim Tams on board with me. You know what? You should be able to. As long as it's sealed when you're going on, you should be able to. That there shouldn't be any issues with that. Tim Tams. I think those are fake. What I got there, because if you remember my video, Natalie was trying to do the Tim Tam slam, and it just failed miserably. Jamie, I need prayers on Monday from all my friends. Karen, thoughts with you. Everybody, Monday, all the bestest, Karen. Please just stay positive, and I'm sure things will turn out well. Our cruise was canceled for May through the Panama Canal on Princess. Would you know why this was canceled? I know it was a segment of the World Cruise. May 2026. Oh, they're readjusting the 2026 World Cruise entire itinerary because of the ongoing issues in the Red Sea. So that's probably the reason they're going to be, instead of going right away through the Panama Canal, they may now start to go up around Cape Horn and around Argentina and places like that. It can be a completely different, or they might turn it around and head to Asia and do that first. So they're spending more time avoiding the Red Sea areas for obvious reason. And we just saw 3 other world cruises have to change all their itineraries as well. So yeah. Can you recommend a hotel near JFK Airport? The Hilton I stayed at, I believe, there the last time I was at JK. Hilton or the Marriott, you can never usually go wrong for sure. Hi, Don. I like the games on cruises. What is a nice princess cruise in February for a 10-day cruise? I don't want a huge ship, but I want a medium-sized ship. Well, most of princess ships, except for maybe the Sun, are relatively smaller. Even the Royal class ships don't feel large at all. Paul's just looking at me like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, I would say the Caribbean Princess or the Crown Princess would be the best bet. And 10-day cruises, you're probably looking at a Caribbean 10-day, Western or Eastern Western combination as well. Perhaps even a Cabo cruise combined with a bit of the West Coast along, the valley for the wines and stuff like that. Might be a good bet as well. Are you having fun?
Yes.
Sure, Don, I love your videos because you are so calm and never get bent out of shape. Make cruising so much fun. I appreciate that. I'm going to tell you a quick thing. My last sailing on the transatlantic on the Sun Princess, I was amazed at how many people stopped to say hi. I'm normally recognized fairly well on Princess, but this cruise was, we started counting. Christy, my friend Christy, was on board with us, and we started counting after we passed over 300 different couples stopped to say hi during that cruise. I'm flabbergasted. I just want to say thank you to everybody out there. And we were joking around on my Malaysia trip with my fellow travel agents saying, I'm going someplace and I'm not going to get recognized. It's not going to happen. And I landed in Singapore, got off the plane, and somebody says, hey, are you Don? And yeah, so I ran into some cruisers in Singapore right away. Didn't even have my luggage yet. So hi to them as well. Don, can you talk a little bit about the river cruise? Sure. I started mentioning it in our failed members only one. Fingers knocking on wood, the camera's still going for now. But I think I'm going to have it all finalized probably by the middle of this month, and I'll start sending out notices to everybody who sent it in the emails and everything. We're looking at 2 river cruises, AMA Waterways. It's going to be 2026, early December, before Christmas, 7 days each way. This way, I can get more cabins and I don't have to shell out a ton of money. I still have to shell out like $10,000 to reserve these cabins under my group. But if I was to reserve more cabins, it'd be near 50,000. So I'm going to have about 30, 35 cabins each way. And it's going to come on a first come, first serve basis. There's going to be 5 Christmas markets on each cruise. We're going to Switzerland from Amsterdam. So it should be a lot of fun. And I'm pretty sure I've got it locked in now. I'm waiting for some answers, but I'm pretty sure by about the middle of the month, I'll be sending out those emails. And for those who are interested, if you send it in to me. Going on a Celebrity Equinox in December, just got an email for an upgrade. Currently, I'm in a concierge balcony. The upgrade to a sky suite is $800 per room. Do you agree? You're in a concierge balcony. You know what? I do love the sky suites on Celebrity. That's what I've stayed on when I've gone on the Edge class. And if they're anything similar on the Equinox, $1,600 isn't that bad for the upgrade to the suite, plus the perks that it comes with as well. Being able to eat in the specialty restaurants as well, Lumine. So Lumine. I think it's worth it. $1,600 I would did. Then again, I spent $5,000 on a cabin I didn't like on one of my cruises. So you never know. And I don't think Paul's going to upgrade us on this. I checked to see if we could upgrade our next cruise, Paul. It's only $7,000 to go to the next size cabin.
Well, what's better than the yacht club?
The yacht club suites. We're in a regular cabin.
What, we're in the yacht club ghetto?
We're in the yacht. There's an inside cabin on the yacht club. We're not in that. We do have a balcony. It's called a deluxe balcony, but there is an owner's suite above that runs a lot more. It did look nice. A big corner suite as well. Looking at cruises to Hawaii with Princess in late 2026-27. Price not available. Is this normal? No. Definitely not normal. Price is not available. The only time I've ever seen that is if a cruise is being possibly booked by like a company getting ready to book the whole ship, an excursion. They might put a hold on it, which means the price is unavailable for. Just check back in a couple of days. It should, if it's gone, that means somebody booked the whole ship. If it's still there, if it's there, then you should start seeing prices. Question, what cruise are you two planning to go on? Okay, we are on the Seascape this weekend. Paul has only ever been on one cruise, the Harmony of the Seas, Oasis class ship. And now we're going on MSC's Seascape, and we're staying in the yacht club. So we're going to an elevated experience compared to the everything going on all over the place kind of thing out there. Patrick, enjoy watching your channel, Don. You're great. Oh, well, thank you, Patrick. $49. Wow. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me, I guess. Really appreciate that, Patrick. I really do. And I hope people think I'm a nice guy anyway when I'm out there. Really do appreciate that. Has there been any word about when Carnival's VIFP Club changes will come out? Probably middle of January. I'm expecting when they're finalized, but we will have to see. They're making a bunch of changes right now, and they even made the gift cards that they were selling, not through Carnival, but through the other travel agency, that was 10%. Now they're only saving 8%, and people are blaming Carnival, and Carnival doesn't even have anything really to do with it. Question, Don, have you ever been on the NCL Epic? Ship will be my first cruise on NCL. Was on the Epic. It's a little bit of an older ship now with all the designs, but people actually prefer that design sometimes than the new Prima that's out, because the Prima's cut up more, and that ship has more space on board for a lot of the things. So I think you'll enjoy it. Just keep an eye on your wallet, because nickel and dime sometimes with Norwegian. They just like to bring in the money, folks. That's like $50,000 Canadian, whatever that was, Christy. I'm not sure what that is. $7,000. Okay, I get it now. And someone was asking, what is Paul's relation to me? He is my nephew.
Number one nephew.
First nephew, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
number one
nephew. There's no sibling rivalry at all in this family whatsoever. But yeah, I remember when like Paul and I have literally hung out since you were a young kid. Like,
yeah, you brought me to my first movie.
Yeah,
which was E.T.
First movies. You moved to Ottawa. We moved in together. With Mark. We shared with Amanda and Jay at the time. It's been a long time. So, and then he went off to Korea and came crying back because he didn't like it when he went off to there. Paul is a mini me. Yeah, I know. Actually, everybody's a mini me after all these cruises, I thought. Your thoughts, Edge Class, Infinite Veranda for the Norwegian Fords. I still prefer a balcony myself because you can step out, get the fresh air, etc. You can look down the ship easier. But a lot of people like that little extra space of the Infinite Verandas. You have that sitting area where you can just close it off with the shades behind you. But I still like a balcony. I like to step out. I'm a little old-fashioned that way.
Can you take that $50 you got and give it to Lori? She just said I'm handsome.
No. Lori's being kind because you're sitting very, very quietly. And so I got a question for Paul. What is your expectation this week? Because I'm telling you it's an elevated experience. So what are you thinking?
Well, okay, so I thought my first cruise was going to be lame. And it was so full of firsts that, like, I have all these memories from it. I had the snuba, the jet skiing.
But those are excursions.
But they're still part of the cruise experience.
But we can do that on this cruise too.
I feel bad for MSC. They're going to go out of business after I start eating.
This is true. Paul can put it away, folks. He's the guy that goes to the buffet and the managers there start hiding the food in the plates.
So I have no idea what to expect because I hear good pizza, mediocre experience.
But we're in the yacht club.
Yeah, so maybe that changes the whole thing. And I want to try this big hand game.
Yeah, and it's a brand new ship thing in there. Hi Warren, how are you doing? I saw somebody asking about the Regal Princess because of the issues it's having. Ships break down. They don't have a history of breaking down on the Regal right now. So I would say that they're probably going to have it fixed and there won't be any issues for a February cruise. Now, if it breaks down in December again, then I'd have red flags flying around. But they took 2 weeks to fix it, and they say it should be up and running. So I'd be still confident to book it. Great to see you. I didn't know you can book a cruise. Good to know. Oh, hopefully I can book with you. Love you, Jen. Oh, I appreciate that. And thank you. Safe travels to you, Carmen, as well. Really do appreciate that. Don, we went on the Emerald Princess for 14 days at the Quebec City, Fort Lauderdale. Great trip. It was October 17th to the 31st. Like you sure. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, we did we did to Quebec City, but we went left from New York last year. It was a really, really great trip. It was very surprising how much I enjoyed Canada, New England. Like, I'm from here. I was born in Halifax, and I still enjoyed going back to my home city and stuff like that. Have you? Okay, sorry about that, folks. It seems the site I'm using, StreamYard, is having issues right now. I just got an error message from StreamYard. So if we cut out, I'm afraid we'll probably have to end it again for tonight. I do apologize. I'll try and get this fixed up and have maybe another live stream later on this week before my next cruise when we fly out on Friday. Wow. Can you guys still hear us though? I got to double check that because we don't hear nothing right now. I see people says they can see us again. That's a good thing. Question: if I bid for an upgrade, do I lose my bid? It's going too fast. If I bid for an upgrade, do I lose my bid, my money, if the bid is not? No. If you bid, they give you a certain amount of time to, you've already put your credit card in there, and if it goes through, you've got the cabin. If you can bid on like 7 different upgrades if you want, and only one will be accepted. That's the one you'll get. Usually it's the highest one you bid for, and then it goes lower, 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 depending on how much money you bid. And you will not, you don't lose that money if you, but if it's accepted, they take it out of your account right away. So be careful with that going on. And don't bid and forget you bid and forget to cancel like I did. What's your preferred cabin? I prefer an inside cabin, and I create my own day-night. A lot of people like the inside cabin. Myself, I'm a balcony guy. I like to sit out there, have my coffee in the evening or a drink, watch the sunset. Wow, guys, sorry. I do apologize. Carmen, thanks for the super sticker. I also saw M put out a super sticker. I really appreciate it, guys. And again, thank you, Patrick, out there. I'm going to have to try and get this issue solved. I really do apologize. Paul came all the way over here to sit here quietly beside me and answer no questions whatsoever. But it's not working. It's cutting out every 10 seconds, just like it did with the member screen. No idea why, because the cameras all work today. I do my videos every day, and everything's good. It's plugged in. There's power. There's lots of memory. The computer's going fine. It's just, it's not going very well here at all. If it cuts out one more time, that'll be the end. We'll call the live stream. We're going to keep going for now, but if we cut out, I do apologize, and I'll try and get back out there later on this week. Where has Dawn and Paul gone? Right here. We're here. I think we're here. I'm going to check. Okay. Yes. All right. We're still on. I can look and see on this side and see. It's 12:30, so it's time to sleep anyway. Well, that's 12:30 for you, Christy. It's Malaysian time for me, so it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm wide awake, apparently, at this time going forward. Has anyone out there been to Malaysia? Is Malaysia a place you'd like to go cruising? I saw a lot of scenic cruise ships when I was there. The Genting Dream was there when I was there, which is a really flashy ship, by the way. It kept on full lights on the side with like words going around in Chinese and all that all the time. It was really colorful. I'm going, that is different. It looked like a floating billboard. It was just like that kind of a cruise ship. So, Donnie Brew was balcony. You seem to be leaning more and more to suite, but I only bid on the upgrades on the suite. And for some ships, I like the mini suite because I like to have the couch by the window, where I have more natural light when I have to record. That's something that I have to pay attention to because of my job when I'm on a cruise ship. So yeah. Hi, Don from PR San Juan. Well, hello, Nelson and Myra. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate that. Monica Stevens, upcoming group cruises December 7th, March 15th, and July 5th. Yeah, and more to come. More to come. I'm looking at my 2026 cruises, maybe another late cruise in 2025. Trying to think of where we could possibly go. You know, I like to do something a little different. Each cruise, we've done Canada, we've done Cabo, we've done Alaska, we've done the Western, Eastern. Maybe in 2026, maybe Mediterranean might be a destination, plus the Christmas markets cruise I'm hoping to announce by the middle of this month as well. Question from a viewer, what excursions you suggest for the ABC Islands? I'm still a snorkeler at heart, so if you're into snorkeling, I would do that. There's also a couple nature reserves there that you can go visit the animals. Enjoy doing that as well. Other than that, just enjoy the local food fare and try some of the food. Believe it or not, I went to some places that you would just shake your head at in Malaysia and just say, nope, not eating there. And it was good and delicious. And I've eaten things called snake fruit. And it was surprisingly, I would like to buy more snake fruit and have it here. And I'd have to go to the Asian market down Alpancla. So, yeah.
Oh, you were telling me the food down there was epic.
It was. That's what I mean. Like, we'd go to this little food stall in the middle of this nowhere place, and the food was amazing.
You said Michelin star people there.
Oh, that's in Singapore.
Okay.
That's a certain. But we didn't have a bad meal anywhere we went. So it was really good. Any updates on Discovery class ships? Yeah. The latest update is don't hold your breath. They're still in the planning stage. There is no designs made yet. There is nothing down on paper other than what they're looking to do. And their 2026 order book, 2027 order book, 2028 order book is all complete. And they're all large ships, either Icon or Oasis class ships. So, yeah. I'd like to see a Royal Caribbean smaller ship, but we're going to have to wait for that as well. Discovery class. We'll see how long. I'm thinking 2029 at the earliest, 2030 more likely. Hope to meet y'all someday on my mentor for cruising. Whenever you want, can help you move around San Juan. I appreciate that, Nelson. I will let you know next time I'm in town. I'll be staying over for the week. I'm looking at a cruise out of San. Yeah. I was actually looking at trying to surprise my friend Natalie, who's now working with Region 7 Seas, and her ship is sailing from San Juan for this winter. What is that year behind? What is that year behind Paul on the bookshelf? Oh, that was my weight when I was on my trying to lose weight thing. So. That's
1,853 pounds.
Yeah, 185. It's not there. I'm around 192 right now, which I feel really, really heavy. So, but I've been traveling 2 transatlantic cruises, 16 days, Malaysia, Singapore, food testing. I'm surprised I'm not 400 pounds coming back from that. So, we'll see. I saw do Asia for repositioning. It's possible. It's possible. I love going to Asia, and I got a real taste going back to Malaysia and Singapore of just how friendly and crazy some of the stuff is there to do.
Would you do
just
that
beautiful.
area, or would you do China, Japan again?
I think I might even like to do Taiwan and go into that area, which is not too far from where I was. So, yeah, you never know. But I still love Japan. I'd go back to Japan. China right now is still a little iffy, but we'll see with that. Don, do you know whether Princess Cyber Sale applied a mini suite, as I found that still charged third guest, even though they said free third and fourth guests applied today. Now, it depends. Was it a mini suite like a reserve class or something along that, Tom? Because that's possible that it's be classified under a suite category. Or you also have to watch some of them say it will switch when you're in there, the booking engine, and you're saying, oh, I'm doing this, and I'm kids sail free. it's not all free. It's reduced. You still have to pay taxes, port fees, and there's still a service charge for the kids. It's still about $500 and some each, but it's not full fare. So it should be cheaper, but there will be some fees in there no matter what. And sometimes a suite class, even a mini suite, is classified as a suite, and they don't get those discounts. I know it's weird. Mini suites really aren't suites. They're just an extended balcony. So, first 2 group cruises are, somebody's just explaining something. Angelina's just explaining. Patrick, night, Patrick. Thanks again. Really do appreciate the super chat. No standard mini suite, tax plus fees. Okay, well, that's probably right then. So yeah, I'll check out some prices tomorrow and see if the sales are going on. Not all the Black Friday sales are out yet, folks. It's still a while. It's like November 29th, I believe, is Black Friday this year. So keep an eye out if you have a cruise booked for like shore excursion discounts. Sometimes they go on sale on Black Friday for like 50% off. Drink packages 50% off on some cruise lines. You never know what you can get on. They change so often. Sometimes it's just a reduced fare, but often I've gotten shore excursions at half price, and shore excursions could be $300 on some trips that we're on. So I know Paul's shaking his head now. $300? I'm not doing nothing for $300.
That's a week's groceries.
Any plans on sailing on the Carnival Forenza? Possibly. I'm looking at Carnival right now. I'm trying to get my together with Tony. Maybe in December we'll decide. I'd like to go on a Carnival cruise with him. He's the Carnival expert now. I've been so long since I've been on Carnival that I'll let him take me and show me around. But I think if we're going to do anything, we're going to do like a Mardi Gras class ship.
Is that big?
That's their big ship now. Yeah, that's the one with the roller coaster on board. So, when we go to Florida, we want to take a cruise down to the Keys. Where's a good place to stay in St. Augustine? I do not know. You know, it's pretty expensive in that area. You look as your nephew. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know St. Augustine enough that I could recommend hotels down there. If I do not know of a hotel in an area that I'm traveling, I've never stayed there before, I usually stick with a Marriott or a Hilton, something that is not overly expensive and not, is usually a clean hotel wherever you go. And plus, if you cruise a lot and sail a lot and book hotels a lot like I do, you get that Hilton Honors or the Marriott Bon Voyage points, and you can save some money as well. Don, keep up the good work, and God bless. Thank you very much. Retired firefighter 365. Thanks for your service in the fire department. I have the utmost respect for the military, police, and firefighters, first responders. I wish the cruise lines would give you guys some huge discounts because you guys deserve it for all you guys do. Thoughts on the Great Lakes cruises? Viking, Polaris, Octanus are very tempting, but so expensive. Yes, they are. Now, if I was going to do a Great Lakes cruise, I live so close. We're 2 hours from the Great Lakes here. But I would do the Octanus. I would like to check that ship out. I hear nothing but really good reviews on the Octanus. So, but it is pricey. I can do probably 3 ocean cruises for the same price as the Viking Octanus in the Great Lakes where I can drive. So I might avoid that one for a while.
I got a question for them.
Yep.
Okay, if anybody else has been on an MSC cruise, I hear they have special nights, like a white night or something, and a flower night or something, and you got to wear those kind of clothes.
Well, first off, no wearing Frito-Lay clothes when we go. You're going to have to be a little more snazzy when we go.
Hey.
Exactly. That's exactly what I say. We only cruise on NCL. What's your perspective? NCL, I was a big fan of NCL, and then they did their cutbacks on the entertainment. which I was very disappointed, because that's part of the reason I love cruising, is those big entertainment shows. We seem to be frozen here. I hope we're not. I hope it's still going. We're going over here, but we're frozen over here. But I would say the NCL still is a good product. They're very nice ships. They need a little more space in some of their things, kind of like the Sun Princess did as well. But I would say just go there with an open mind and realize it's not a premier cruise line. It's a Royal Caribbean Carnival type experience, and you'll probably have a blast. There's a lot to do on those ships, and the shows they do have are really entertaining. I just wish they didn't cut them in half, because they used to have 2 or 3 really great shows, and now they usually have 1 really great show with some other shows. So just a little bit.
Hey, look at this. We're going to go disco.
We're going to go disco?
60s and 70s floral party.
Italian night and a white party. That's a lot of parties in a 7-night cruise. I'm all set because I have a white suit, so I'm good. How about you?
I don't have anything. I don't even know if I have white socks.
Well, that could be a problem. So when we go, yeah, we can see the chat, but believe it or not, our screen is just us staring blankly off in the. Okay, we're back. This is crazy. We'll try and last at the top of the hour as much we can. I've never had this experience with StreamYard before. As you know, we've done many live streams before, but okay. The live music? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a big live music person as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing. Oh, there seems to be a factor to this live stream. Paul, it's your fault. That's my son, folks, in case you're wondering. You can tell by the last name up there. Hey, Stephen, bring me rent. Just kidding around. So we have a couple minutes left, and I thought let's fly out some questions to Paul. I want nothing but questions for a noob cruiser. Remember, he's only been on 1 cruise. So try and give him some things that he should look out for on this cruise. I'm not going to be holding his hand, showing him everything. He's got to learn some stuff on his own when we go on this cruise.
Why?
Because
you're the travel agent. Show me stuff.
Yeah, but you didn't book through me. You pay for it. You can do. I'll be your agent.
How old is Paul? I'm 29.
Plus
another 29.
We were trying to figure it out. You're either 50 or 51.
I think I'm 51.
You're 51 now. That means Mark's turning 50 next year?
I think so.
Wow, my other nephew, Mark. I'm going to be able to retire officially soon, I guess. Dragged on the bridge of sighs. Okay. Paul, put Dawn to bed and go and party.
Yeah, I'd like to laugh at that, but I go to bed at 9.
Paul's in bed well before Dawn is.
On the first cruise, I was in my cabin, and he was at the casino still all night long.
So, yeah, I don't think so. Paul will definitely not outlast me. I'm surprised at how much I outlast people at my age. Like when we're going, even other travel agents, we were walking around and they were just dead on their feet. And I was going, come on, we're here. Like, we're only here once in a lifetime. Let's go. And I had to try and edge them on. And eventually they just won. Let's go back to the hotel room. So we're going to do that. Paul, how dare you? Lori says that. Use the elevator outside the yacht club. Scan your card before choosing the floor and you get straight shot to the elevator. Thanks for that tip. I do know they have that, it's the medallion thing that they have. It's not called a medallion. They have their own version of it. So that should be interesting as well. I did try and go on today and register us and everything on the app. App doesn't want to accept my credit card. Again, same thing happened with Princess. So I think it's something with my banks that have done something, and I have to do my credit cards when I get there now, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, meaning, because you all know when we go on to a cruise, the busiest 2 days are the day before the end of the cruise and the day of the cruise in guest services. And so, yeah. Paul's looking for something.
A question here.
Oh.
What are you looking forward to the most about cruising?
Mm.
It's always the food. I have a really boring diet. And are you telling me I can eat any time of day, whatever I want, anywhere I want? That's crazy.
And in case I've never said this before, Paul puts buffets out of business. We go to buffets probably once a year. We'll go to the all-you-can-eat buffet. Paul will have 5 or 6 full plates.
Oh.
Full plates.
Yeah, but a couple of them are dessert plates.
They're still full plates. He doesn't just go and say, I'm going to have this piece of cake. I'm going to have this piece of cake. I'm going to have these 5 cookies. I'm going to have this piece of cake. I'm going to have this pie. I'm going to have these. And he'll fill his plate. And he finishes it. That's what's amazing to me is that he finishes it. And he's still as thin as a rake.
Well, your boring diet all year long.
Drives me nuts.
But my first cruise, I really liked the excursions. We went scuba diving. You know what scuba is? You don't have a scuba diving tank on your back. You have this tube that goes up to the surface and you can breathe. But I didn't think there was going to be all those colorful fish down there. Like, I'm Canadian. We have gray fish. And you never see them because the water's dirty. Down there, it's crystal clear and the water, and there's just rainbow fish everywhere.
Where are you swimming? Canada doesn't have dirty water. We have some of the cleanest water in the world.
Well, until you go down, down.
We have cold water.
I went down 40 feet at the scuba diving, and it was crystal clear.
Yeah. And we went jet skiing.
Jet skiing, that was fun. That was my first time.
Yeah. Made the mistake of saying, haven't done this before, and got behind people who have really never done it before. And let's just say I'm trying to follow them, and we're supposed to follow each other in this line, and you can see the path through the water. And I'm looking in front of the lady in front of me, and there's nobody. She's completely lost the group. The group's way ahead someplace, and there's no path anymore. And she's just like I have no idea where I'm going, and I'm following her. Yeah, I will never make that mistake again. If they ever ask, hey, have you done this before? Yes, I have. Tell your butler your favorite snack. And should I tell my butler I want Diet Dr. Pepper? Do you think MSC can get me Diet Dr. Pepper for my cruise? That would be amazing. If the butler did it, he'd get a good tip. He'd get a really good tip. Carnival should have umbrellas in every room because it was raining on my last cruise in October 12th, and Carnival doesn't respond to my messages on Facebook. John Hill doesn't respond? Is that what you're putting in your post? He normally responds. He responds to me, sometimes not very nicely. He cheekily will say something to me because he has a very dry sense of humor a lot. And I think he now knows who I am, but he didn't before. And I used to get away with things, and now I don't. He calls me out. So him and I have a good relationship. I enjoyed that.
Are you guys going to do a movie related at sea? You think they're going to have a film there, like a movie outside?
Well, we can, because Mark's never here anyway. So, we could just do movie related on see. We've been looking for something to go see in the movies, and there's like literally nothing.
Well, to be fair, we missed Venom 3, and then we missed Smile 2.
Mark saw Smile too.
Yeah.
And apparently we didn't miss anything.
No.
And according to the reviews I've seen of Venom, we didn't miss anything there either. So.
But if they have some kind of movie thing there, we'll do something.
We could. We fly out on Friday. If there's a new movie, we can go see something. But I just checked, and there's nothing. It's horrible next week for movies too. Almost time for the Christmas season, though. We should start seeing some half-decent movies coming into the theater anytime soon. Fingers crossed. Just don't yell at anybody in the theater. Paul doesn't
That's
yell.
an inappropriate story.
Paul doesn't yell at anybody in the theater until the one time he does. And the guy is Conor McGregor. And he's built like a tank. And I'm just sitting there going like this. Because this is what I have to work with if we have to fight this guy. We're going down really fast. I thought his girlfriend would take us on. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh, boy.
Well, somebody said I shouldn't travel home with you.
No, you won't get there. Like, I thought I was in the clear. I thought I was in the clear on this trip. I said, my flight to Vancouver, no delays. My flight to Montreal, no delays. And then my train was twice as long as it takes to take a train from Montreal to Ottawa. That's how late it was. Missed my doctor's appointment, everything. And I gave myself 2 hours leeway. I said, what can happen? My normal luck happened. That's exactly what happened. So, yeah. And even when they announced, here comes the train, it still didn't come. It still didn't pull up to the station for like an hour after they said, it'll be here any minute, folks. So, yeah, my normal trips home, I don't know what it is. My last 7 months now, every time I'm flying home or traveling home, I don't get, there's delays. But getting to my trip, no problems. So that's good news. You don't have to go back to work right away, do you? So.
Who loves sea days? Are sea days good?
Oh, sea days are great. You know why sea days are good? Because you can go out late at night, do whatever you want, party, drink, dance, watch movies, do the game shows, do the variety shows, do karaoke, anything you want to do. And then in the morning, you don't have to get up. It's a sea day. What's the rush? The buffet will be there. The food will be there. You can wake up at 10, 11, 12. Who cares? Because there's no place to rush off to.
Yeah, but don't you want to get up and do something? You're on a cruise.
Yeah, but you've got like my transatlantic had 8 sea days in a row.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And it turned into 10 because of the hurricane. So 10 sea days in a row is a lot that you're just, you've unwind. You know what I mean? You're relaxed now. You're getting back from your cruise and you're not go all the time. You've now had time to actually have a vacation and relax and get ready for work. So I really do enjoy transatlantics and trans-Pacific cruises just for that reason. So, all right. Well, folks, believe it or not, we've made it somehow. I don't know what's going on with this, with the camera and everything today. You should see what our screen looks like. Half of it's sideways and moving around. It's ridiculous looking right now. I have it on in incognito mode in case you know what that is, just to get it to work. It's really strange. So I'll be working on that all day tomorrow as I try and get that fixed for the next live stream we have, which shouldn't be too long. And again, I just wanted to thank everybody so much for being here. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Everybody who was in the members only, I apologize for all the problems we had on that one. And I'll definitely make it up to you guys in the near future. And until next time, Paul.
Have a safe and great vacation.
That's pretty good. That's normally, you know what? Tony does that to me all the time. He goes, he'll say his thing. He says, all right. And what do I say? I forget my own catchphrase when I say it. But until next time, everybody, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please leave a like. And until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. Good luck on Monday with the surgery. We'll be thinking it.